welcome back to the channel. So I'm here with the amazing Alex today, and Alex, like me, absolutely loves a bronze look. So at NARS we have so many products that you can create a bronze look with. Today we're talking about those products and something super exciting that's limited edition. So stay tuned and enjoy.
So you all know that bronzing powder basically is life for me. You know, I always get asked like, what would be the no. Me too. I always get asked like, what's the one kind of desert island product? And for me, like most people will say mascara, and for me, like 100%, it's bronzer. It just 100%. Is. I just feel happier when I have that glow, and I literally use bronzer every day, all day. But of course, I don't want to look, you know, like overly bronzed, overly orange, strange and orange and all that. So I just want to talk about, like, you know, obviously the most classic of all the NARS bronzers is the bronzing powder, which we've got here, which, you know, we all love, the Laguna, the Casino. Yeah. But then there's a new bronzer.
There's a new girl in town.
What's this one called?
So these are the Sunwash Diffusing Bromzers. And the main difference, first of all, with these two formulas is that the old formula has a little bit of shimmer to it. The new formula is completely matte. But the other difference with these is this new formula is actually more soft focus. So it actually gives you a very natural looking warmth, because it almost kind of merges with your natural skin.
And for sure, like when you try them, like I've tried them, and for sure the textures are completely different. I mean, they look different, but also the textures are completely different. Like I feel like I love both. I mean, I'm wearing the Sunwash today, right? And it definitely, it goes on so sheer. It like almost like melts with your skin. It does, and you definitely don't get any like powdery effect. But can you just explain to me, so this is what I do, as you know, a non-professional approach. I take my bronzing brush. First of all, I take a massive brush, so I don't know if that's even the right thing to do. I go like, and I just put it everywhere. Can you actually like show us like how to properly apply bronzer and not like apply it all over like a crazy person like I do?
Because there is a bit of a knack to applying your bronzer. So number one, I actually prefer using a bit of a smaller brush.
Why?
And the reason I prefer using a smaller brush is because when you want to apply your bronzer, it needs to be more targeted. Because it needs to
my target is my entire face. That is my target.
So there are certain areas of your face that you don't really tan on. So for instance, you don't really catch a tan under here. It's more the high points of the face. So when I'm applying bronzer, that's where we apply it. So we're going to take the Sunwash Diffusing Bronzer in Laguna and the Uchio brush. Now, this is my favourite brush ever.
I need to get this brush.
So the Uchio brush is amazing because it's nice and fluffy, so you can kind of create a nice diffused effect, but it's pointed as well at the tip, so you get a more precise application. So I'm just going to kind of do a couple of sweeps in the Sunwash Diffusing Bronzer. And the first point you want to bronze is the forehead. So imagine the sun kind of hits you from here, and this is where you catch the tan. So it's kind of round the forehead like this. Now with these bronzers, as I've said, they'll give you a really natural looking warmth because they kind of merge with your natural skin.
And also what I've noticed is, you know, some bronzers, you put a brush over it and so much product comes off, and then you go like this on your face and then you have too much. This one actually does, the color deposit is quite light, isn't it?
Really light, very even.
Which is more goof proof.
Yeah, of course, So next place is tops of cheekbones. So not underneath the cheekbone, it's right on top of the cheekbone. So you want to place your bronzer as high as possible, because again, that's where the sun will hit. And we're not going to apply it under here. Now a lot of women do that whole kind of three, which is dead old fashioned.
Right. Let's not do that anymore. Okay.
We're getting rid of that myth.
All right.
And it's literally just the top of the cheekbone like that. Forehead. So almost like a little C shape right around the top of the head, and then just on top of the cheekbone. And then the next place you want to bronze is just a little bit down the nose and a little bit on the chin. And that's it, because when you bronze all over, you tend to kind of lose all the dimension as well.
I know, but I think I literally do and I do contour separately as well. So if because you know I like my little sculpting. So if I was going to do some sculpting, what would I do with the bronzing? What is the thing?
So what you can still bronze. So what you would do is just kind of bronze the high points to get a really natural looking bronze effect.
Yes.
And then take your regular contouring products and just place a little bit of that underneath, and maybe just kind of deepen the intensity a little bit more.
So you can do, that's still okay to do together?
Yeah, of course it is.
Okay, I love that. But you know what, the biggest trick I'm learning is
the brush.
Is the brush. I mean, because often that's the thing, isn't it? And that's the thing that the pros know, where I literally just think big bronzer brush, because that's kind of what we've learned, isn't it? Yeah. But actually, small brush, more precision, more precision,
gives you a more kind of, you know, 3-dimensional effect when you're applying your colour. So,
God, do you know the amount of time? I love the look, but the amount of times I do get told, like, especially by makeup artists, like, that's a bit too much bronzer. I'm like, is there such a thing?
It's because you're using a big brush, that's why.
Yeah, but I just love it. Now, there are more, what I noticed as well about the new bronzer is that there are more shades.
Yeah, there are. So we've kind of catered for slightly darker ladies and lighter skinned ladies as well. So we have Seaside.
Yeah, which is when I'm pale, I love.
Yeah, which is great for paler skins. And then we have Fallacies, which is more kind of a reddy toned brown for darker skins.
Okay, see, I think that's also really good, because I think the thing with bronzing is it's not, because some brands usually, I mean, I know NARS always had more than one shade, but you know, some brands have like one bronzer. I'm like, how is one bronzer going to work for everyone, right? So, because it's more about getting a healthy glow than having a tan, isn't it?
Yeah, of course. I mean, you want your makeup to kind of mimic, you want it to look as real as possible. Yes. So with your bronzer, you want it to mimic a natural tan, and that's why it needs to be.
And speaking of which,
yes.
We have, I mean, I'm so grateful to you, because we have a little exclusivo.
We do. I'm very excited.
My God, I saw, before you show, before you show, let's just show this this gorgeous packaging. So when I was shown this the first time, I swear, I mean, I know this sounds a bit ridiculous, I literally had goosebumps.
Oh yeah.
Because for someone who loves the bronze the sun-kissed, all of that, this is literally like incredible. And I know I'm not even going to be allowed to take this with me, but I'm going to have to find a way to steal this. So will you just introduce this fabulous palette?
So this is the Bord De Plage palette. So the whole kind of vibe and the essence around this is kind of making you look as if you're walking along the beach in that magic light and you've got the glow. So
can I do the opening?
Yes, grand reveal.
OMG.
How gorgeous is that?
How gorgeous is that?
So we're both wearing this, by the way, right now.
Yes, I already had it applied. No, so literally, I mean, this truly, you know, we've seen palettes.
Yeah.
Like through the years, I mean, you know, and you're like, oh, that's nice. I'll use like maybe one or two things. Yeah. And I'm sure as a makeup artist, you know, you're just like, I can see makeup artists have their palettes and literally they'll use it. I have a feeling I might use everything on this palette.
150%. Like I would use all of these shades, and I think a consumer would as well. I think it's really easy. You've got the two kind of cult bronzers, Laguna and Casino there.
Which texture are they?
So these are the Sunwash.
The Sunwash.
Yeah, so it's that really gorgeous kind of sheer new texture. And then you've got these amazing newly formulated highlighters. So obviously at NARS we have the Copacabana and we've got the South Beach, which are really popular. So we're kind of taking that trend and putting it into a powder.
So why do I need, I mean, you know me, I'm like, with highlighters, I get a bit confused. Yeah. Because which one is the right tone to you? Because I'm seeing, this looks more rosy to me. Yeah. This looks more I don't know, champagne.
Yeah, I mean, you know what? I think with all of these, I think you can use them, they're very versatile, so you could use these all over the face. I mean, we used a little bit on your eye today, didn't we? So we used a little bit of the lighter shade just on the inner corner, just to really kind of.
Will you do us a little highlighter masterclass as well and show us? Because I do think that's one thing. With bronzer, you can get it wrong, but also with highlighter, because I just want to look glowy. I don't want to look highlighted.
Yeah, exactly. So
especially in the summer, don't you think? Because when the sun's shining more, you can see people. You're just like, what is going on? Yeah, you know,
it's a bit too much. So. Again, placement is really key. Okay. So a little brush, again, is better than a big brush for highlighting. You probably all know this, but I love just a little fluffy brush like this. And then what we did today with Alex is we just put a little bit of this lighter shade just on the inner corner of the eye, like this. So you can see already how that just gives the most beautiful kind of luminosity. And these are really finely milled powders as well, so
that's the other thing. That's the other thing. You want the glow to come from the skin. You don't want the glow to sit on the skin. And that's always my problem with so many highlighters. It's like, why do you want people to notice your highlighter? Yeah, exactly. You want people to notice that your skin is so like luminous and gorgeous and fresh. I mean, that's what I like.
I completely agree.
So
That's
we used
exactly
the
what we're
lightest
going
shade on the
for.
inside.
We did. So you can use it on tops of the cheekbones as well if you feel like you just need a little bit more of a fresher kind of looking highlight. I'd say go a little bit lighter, but if you want to look a bit more sun-kissed, you know, like you've been kissed by the magic light,
Yeah.
then something like the bronze would work really beautifully on tops of the cheekbones or on the lid as well. So let's pop a little bit on the lid, just in the centre here.
Oh my god, this is heaven. I'm thinking, in my brain, I'm thinking, what am I doing later today? 'Cause
Yeah.
I'm definitely keeping this makeup on.
So just a little bit there, on the centre of the lid. And then we're just going to pop a little bit on the tops of the cheekbones as well. I mean, again, this palette is so versatile for so many different skin tones.
I really think when, like, this summer, it's like one palette that
Yeah.
I'm gonna need, like, to pack. Because you know
Oh,
how
100%.
when I go away, I pack, like, my bronzer, I pack my little kind of sculpting powder, I pack my eyeshadows, I pack my highlighter. I think this would
You've
suffice.
got it in one, haven't you, with this? So that's the gold. To be honest, I'd use absolutely every single shade on you here. I think.
Could you even use some on the Cupid's
bow?
Could you do that?
Yeah. So just a little bit there, and that'll just make the lip look a little bit fuller. I mean, you've got full gorgeous looking lips anyway.
Well, you know,
you know.
every little helps is all I can
More
say.
is more.
But the thing is, like, I'm honestly so excited that I had the opportunity to see this first. And what I want to say to everyone is, this is, dare I say it, a limited edition, isn't it?
It is, unfortunately.
So I
Yes.
would recommend to
Get it.
literally run, not walk.
Uh-huh.
Camp out outside
Yeah,
of the NARS store. I mean, it's going to be available online, I'm sure, as well.
Yeah, of course.
But genuinely, I mean, you know, I'm very excitable about products, but this, I literally was like, oh
Yeah.
my god, I think this is stunning. I think NARS has done so very well.
Yeah.
And I'm going to be the first in line to get one of those.
Amazing.
And I just want to say, like, how amazing to have you show us how to use it as
Oh.
well. You are like the NARS, you know.
And
makeup
I am a
artist.
bit of a bronze queen.
And a bit of a
I'm
bronze
with you
queen.
on the bronze
but
there.
you're more of like, for me, you will always remain the eyeliner,
Oh,
the
of
sexy eye queen. But thank you so much. I'm like so super excited about this. And yeah, run, don't walk.